A heartwarming glimpse into royal life has emerged from the streets of London that reminds us why the British royal family continues to captivate millions around the globe. Princess Beatrice, the eldest daughter of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, was recently photographed in what can only be described as a tender and extraordinarily rare public moment with her young daughter Sienna Mapelli, and the images have sent ripples of excitement through royal watchers and casual observers alike. This sighting offers us something precious in an era where senior royals increasingly guard their children's privacy with fierce determination, a window into the everyday life of a modern royal mother navigating the delicate balance between duty, privacy, and the unavoidable public interest that comes with being born into one of the world's most famous families. The photographs captured Princess Beatrice looking every bit the devoted mother as she spent quality time with little Sienna in the British capital, showcasing a side of royal life that we rarely get to witness up close. What makes this moment particularly special is how genuinely natural and unguarded it appeared, with Beatrice demonstrating the same maternal warmth and attentiveness that any mother would show while out with her child. In an age where the royal family has learned hard lessons about media intrusion and the importance of allowing royal children to grow up away from constant scrutiny, these glimpses become all the more meaningful and newsworthy. Princess Beatrice married property developer Edoardo Mapelli in an intimate ceremony in July 2020, a wedding that was significantly scaled back due to pandemic restrictions but no less meaningful for the couple. Their daughter Sienna Elizabeth Mapelli was born in September 2021, making her 11th in line to the British throne. The choice of her middle name Elizabeth was a touching tribute to the late Queen Elizabeth II, Beatrice's grandmother, demonstrating the deep family bonds that continue to define the Windsor dynasty even as it evolves into a more streamlined, modern institution. What this London sighting reveals is fascinating when we consider the broader context of how the royal family approaches public life in the 21st century. Unlike previous generations where royal children were regularly paraded before cameras and featured in official photographs, today's younger royals have taken a decidedly more protective approach. We see this most prominently with the Prince and Princess of Wales carefully controlling when and how their children appear publicly, and Princess Beatrice seems to be following a similar philosophy with Sienna. These candid moments in London therefore become significant precisely because they're so infrequent, offering royal enthusiasts around the world a precious opportunity to see how the next generation of royals is being raised. Princess Beatrice herself occupies a unique position within the royal hierarchy. As the granddaughter of Queen Elizabeth II and the daughter of Prince Andrew, she grew up in the full glare of public attention, experiencing both the privileges and the intense pressures that come with royal status. However, as the monarchy has streamlined over the years, Beatrice and her sister Eugenie have found themselves in an interesting middle ground. They carry royal titles and attend major family events, but they also maintain careers and a degree of privacy that working royals cannot enjoy. This hybrid existence allows Beatrice to give Sienna something truly valuable, a childhood that acknowledges their royal heritage while also protecting her from the relentless spotlight that illuminates working members of the firm. The setting of this encounter, the streets of London, is itself noteworthy. London represents the heart of British royal history and continues to serve as the backdrop for countless royal moments both ceremonial and casual. For Beatrice to be photographed there with her daughter suggests she was likely going about regular daily activities, perhaps shopping, attending an appointment, or simply enjoying the city like any other Londoner. This normalcy is precisely what makes the moment so compelling. It humanizes the royal family in a way that formal photographs and official engagements cannot, reminding us that behind the tiaras and the palaces are real people living real lives with the same parental joys and challenges that millions of families experience daily. The bond between Princess Beatrice and her daughter that these photographs capture also speaks to something deeper about the evolution of the monarchy. Modern royals are increasingly open about the importance of mental health, emotional well-being, and strong family connections. Beatrice herself has been candid about her experiences with dyslexia and has used her platform to advocate for others facing similar challenges. This willingness to be vulnerable and authentic represents a significant departure from the stiff upper lip tradition that once defined royal behavior, and it suggests that Sienna and her generation of royal children will grow up in an environment that values emotional intelligence and genuine connection alongside duty and service. It's also worth noting that Princess Beatrice has become something of a style icon in her own right, and even in casual mother-daughter outings, her fashion choices generate interest and conversation. Royal fashion has always carried significance beyond mere aesthetics, serving as a form of soft diplomacy and cultural influence. When Beatrice steps out in London with Sienna, observers naturally take note of what she's wearing, how she's styled herself, and what messages those choices might convey. This adds another layer of meaning to seemingly simple public appearances, transforming everyday moments into subjects of analysis and discussion across fashion blogs, royal commentary sites, and social media platforms worldwide. The timing of this sighting is also relevant as the royal family continues to navigate a period of significant transition and occasional turbulence. With the reign of King Charles III still relatively new, with ongoing discussions about the future size and role of the monarchy, and with various family dramas having played out in public over recent years, moments like these serve an important function. They remind the public of the continuity and stability that the institution represents, showing new generations being raised within royal traditions while also being prepared for a changing world. Sienna may currently be 11th in line to the throne, but she represents the future of the institution regardless of her ultimate position within it. What really resonates about these photographs is how they capture something universal within a uniquely privileged context. Every parent understands the joy of spending time with their children, of guiding them through the world, of watching them grow and discover and learn. Princess Beatrice, despite her title and her position, experiences those same fundamental pleasures and responsibilities of parenthood. The difference, of course, is that her parenting happens under the occasional scrutiny of cameras and public interest, making her willingness to navigate public spaces with her daughter all the more admirable. She's teaching Sienna through her own example how to exist in the world as both a private individual and a public figure, a lesson that will serve her daughter well throughout her life. The reaction to these photographs across social media and royal watching communities has been overwhelmingly positive, with many commenters expressing delight at seeing this glimpse of Beatrice and Sienna together. This enthusiasm reflects the enduring fascination with royal family dynamics and the particularly strong interest in seeing how royal children are being raised in the modern era. People want to know that these children, despite their extraordinary circumstances, are receiving love, attention, and normal childhood experiences. Seeing Beatrice out with Sienna in London provides that reassurance and satisfies that natural curiosity about how royals live when they're not performing official duties. As we continue to follow the lives of Princess Beatrice and her growing family, moments like this London sighting will likely remain precious and relatively rare. The royal family has learned through difficult experience the importance of protecting children's privacy, and Beatrice seems committed to giving Sienna as normal a childhood as possible given the circumstances of her birth. These occasional glimpses therefore become all the more valuable, offering us brief but meaningful insights into a world that remains endlessly fascinating to millions around the globe. If you're captivated by these rare glimpses into royal family life and want to stay updated on the latest news about Princess Beatrice, Sienna, and the rest of the Windsor family, make sure to subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, and share this video with fellow royal enthusiasts. Drop a comment below telling us what you think about how Princess Beatrice is balancing public life and private parenting, and let's keep this conversation going. What do you think this increased privacy approach will mean for how future generations perceive and connect with the royal family?